Here we go. We have a question, find the count of monotonic pairs 2. Before this, I'll highly recommend to solve this question monotonic pair 1. If you have not solved this question, the video link is given in the description box or in the I button. So I have explained how to solve this question using memoization, then tabulation. Here the constraint is a bit on higher side. So let's find out how to solve this question. First, let's start with let's start with this code. So we have this code. I have written same code here, and I have discussed you can start the loop from 0 till ai. Here I have started the loop from 0 to ai, and I am incrementing my variable. You can start with like this or like that. Next we have this some variables and a for loop. Here the for loop is only essential if this condition executes, means if previous to value is greater than or equal to value 2, this condition is essential. What it means is previous to value 2 here is this, so ai minus value 1. We have this condition. So if I place value 1 here and value 2 on the other side, so it is this value 1 is greater than or equal to ai minus previous 2, means here we have value 1 loop. So either we can start this, either we can start the loop from this or the previous one, whatever they are on the higher side. We want this condition to be executed. So this condition will only execute if there are some non-valid pairs, and after that all the pairs are valid. So this condition will execute after a breakpoint. So we have this condition. So this condition will only execute if this is true, if value 1 is true. So either I can start from this or this, but this value can go on negative side. So for that we have to start from previous one, because we want our value, uh, our current value to be greater than or equal to our previous one value. So we want this condition to be true, previous value condition to be true, or we can start from the greater value. So we can write our loop like this: ai minus previous one or previous one, whatever they are on the higher side, we have to take value and this value. Next we have value plus plus. Next same goes here, we take value 2 and temp variable. So here I have taken temp variable. Next store your value and return your answer. But in this case it will run n. Next we have maximum. Here it will also traverse with maximum. So the maximum value, we cannot iterate on each and every value. So somehow I have to optimize this. So here you can see our L is this value and R is this value. So can we optimize this? The answer is yes, we will optimize this. We have a range. L is this and R is this. So L and R, here L and R, we have to find all the values between L and R range. So we will use prefix sum array. Before this, as you can see here in this code, we only need dpi plus 1 and dpi. So first of all, let's space optimize this. So dpi plus 1 means next and dpi means current. So let's optimize this. We have this code. So this is much more cleaner. We have a next. Before this, we have next and current, and here I am not considering maximum, because our maximum value can be 1000. So just add 1 to the 1000, and we have current and next. This the code is same here, but here I have next and here I have current. Next, for the next iteration, this current row will become uh, so we are starting from a bottom and reaching top, so we need current and next. So next represent next row and current represent current row. Here I am filling the current row value, and we have to take value from next row. So we are reaching topmost row. So this next represent the current row now, and we have to reinitialize our current. And if I is 0, I is 0 means next represent 0th row, and current we reinitialize it, so I have to take value from next. So that's how we space optimize this. But the question is how to uh, how to get rid of this for loop. For this for loop we have a range L and R. We have to find all the values between L and R, and I have to take value from next row. I have to take all the values from next row. So we have a next row. This next array represent our next row, and in this next row we will apply prefix sum, but we will apply prefix sum, right? So here we don't need all values, we need a range of values from L to R. So what we do is this: we have this for loop and this function, and we are storing our value at same goes here. So we have this, our L is this, we have this, and R is current row, current value. Next we have some value we are calculating, and on this next I have to take value from L to R, summation from next row, next array, and I have to take values in the range of L to R. What if I pre-calculate this value in a prefix sum and find PR minus PL minus 1. So this is prefix sum, and it will give me all the values. If L minus 1 is not accessible, so just subtract 0. So that's how. Let's talk about how to pre-calculate this. We have a function, we have a array here, prefix array. Here we have an array, it represents the 0th value. Next we iterate from 1 onwards, so it take the value from the previous and the current jth value. Here I have to take the uh, current value in a current value from next array. So here I am taking current value and just applying mode. There may be a case that I here, and after that I have j. So j value is much bigger, and I have applied mode. So now j value is much lesser than the I value. There may be a case because I am applying mode. So here I have to add mode, so it will not it, so that it will not give me negative values. So I have to add mode and apply the mode operation. That's it. But we have one more thing, this I plus 1. I plus 1, if it is not accessible, I have to take 1. Else I have to take value from next array. So if it is not accessible, I have to take 1, or I have to take value from next array. And we are filling our values in a prefix array. So before that, just fill 1, because if I represent the last row, I plus 1 represent n, and its value is 1. So current represent the last row and next represent the nth row. So we have to give a value 1. So this solution will work. Let's submit this, and the